Peace, this is Jarrell with Quantum Light Consciousness. Today I want to talk about how to control any space. Alright, now as you're awakening, as you're progressing, as you're getting stronger, and as you're expanding your energy, you're basically going to understand that you are very, very robust and expansive and conscious and spacious being, okay? You are more than just a flesh suit. You're more than just a physical body. You're more than just a physical person walking around day to day in a third dimension, you know, going to work, going to school, living throughout your responsibilities and doing the stuff that you have to do every day in your life. Alright, the things that they don't tell you are the things that are probably the most important things. Okay, that's why the educational institution, you know, it's like a Rothschild educational institution where you're taught basically everything under the veil, everything where they don't tell you how to actually cure sickness. Okay, they don't go and tell you about how they're actually controlling the climates and generating superstorms and actually doing things to keep people in a state of FEAR. Alright, hence the coronavirus. Alright, all types of stuff. Alright, so what I want to talk to you guys about today is getting into your own control with your own energy. Alright, getting into your own control with your own power of resonance to create your own resonance field. Okay, so in one of my last videos, I basically talked about how your resonance field is like a field that you exist in and you control it by gridding your house. Okay, when you see people with organized pyramids, the main thing about organized pyramids is that you don't really just want to buy one of those. Okay, you always see people with like these cool little spiritual videos and they have one organized pyramid like sitting behind them just for how it looks, because it looks cool and it's cool to look at, just for the superficial value. However, if you only have one organized pyramid, that's not what they're used for. You're not only supposed to buy one of those, you're supposed to at least buy 4 of those to enclose a space to actually create a resonant field, to actually control your field, to actually make your space your energy, so it's more of what you want in that space, so you can create more of who you are and bring in more of what you want and resonate with your power as you are a divine sovereign creator being on this planet at this time. Okay, so to control your space, like that's the first step, is really just gridding a house, gridding your apartment, gridding your townhome, gridding wherever you live at, and then holding that space. Okay, grounding that space to Earth, to the planet Earth, and then practicing holding that space. Okay, the Earth is a sphere. You basically send energy down to the planet Earth in a ring. Alright, you connect pyramids together in a ring and you send that ring down to the 5th dimensional planet Earth. Okay, golden planet Earth. Alright, that's step 1. Alright, step 2 is, here it is. Okay, when I was first really like getting into my own understanding of how expansive the human mind-body system is, basically what I would do is expand my consciousness without even realizing I was doing it. Alright, and expanding yourself and getting into a space of omnipotence, omnipresence, and omniscience just comes with education. Alright, I would watch guru videos based off of consciousness, and I would learn how consciousness is just space, and that space is light, and light is space at the same time. It's like just everything is light, however empty space is light at the same time. Okay, so basically I would practice existing in a space of nothingness as just pure space, conscious space, and then my consciousness would expand naturally. Like when I would go to sleep, I would wake up in like an omnidimensional space, with like universes just spinning as like galactic spheres, and it's just like a galactic cosmic harmony of spheres like playing, and my brain was like the size of a universe. And then I'd zoom all the way back down to my little vessel, and then I'd open my eyes in my bedroom. Okay, if you just practice becoming this space, becoming this omnipresent space as just space for light, as light itself, just disembodied in your physical body, like as your body, as space itself. That's very helpful, because that's the key to actually controlling your space, okay? Because controlling your space right now on the planet Earth is very needed, is very crucial, at least if you're serious about expanding your own energy and waking up, like literally, not just like this cute little spiritual stuff. Oh, I'm waking up, I'm spiritual awakening, so I can be in with a high school crowd of spiritual awakening people. Like, these people, they don't know what the hell they're talking about. That's why I keep saying the same stuff every single time. They don't have their own inner compendium, their own inner resonance where they can actually broadcast their own original downloads from their own experiences, besides just looking at what everybody else is doing and then saying, hey, here's what I experienced, except it's in my words now. Same thing you did. It's like, you gotta kind of have to like grow out of that and like experience stuff for yourself and think for yourself, because that's what this is about. That's what it's for, is becoming your own truth and living from there. So to go a little bit further, when you become this own space of your own consciousness as light itself, in a space as pure existence, eternal existence, one with your own nothingness as everything, okay? That's where you want to be at when you go to clear space, because once you get that presence down, you can get there like this, okay? You just expand out your suit, and then you take your omnidimensional eyes and then look down at your physical body sitting in front of your house, you know, wherever you're at, wherever you live at, and then you basically just pop back in your suit, and then you ask your higher self to address the issues that are going on in your collective area, okay? Your local area. All right, that's the way it works, okay? Now, here's step 3, all right? Once you get that presence down, you basically do what I just said, okay? Except you do it as your higher self, all right? So not to move too quick or crazy here, all right? So you do the same thing, except you do it as your higher self, okay? You go into your own eternal presence as space, as light, as the space, as light itself, as nothingness itself. You expand. You want to picture yourself as this pure space expanding just to the space right above your house, okay? And you want to keep your chest up. You want to keep your chest up. It's like where you operate is from the heart. So you want to keep your chest up and out, present and operational from where you're operating from, because everything comes from a space of love. Everything comes from a space of compassion, detachment, and the best for all, for the highest and best good, okay? So when you're operating from this space, you want to picture yourself as one of your great higher selves, cosmic higher selves, who exists as just space, okay? As pure light, okay? Now what you basically do is just shield your house. You shield your house in a sphere, okay? I like to use a hexagon sphere, like a sphere with just hexagons all around the sides of it. And basically what I'll do is I'll just pop a sphere around my house and just hold the sphere there, okay? And now what happens is everything that everybody else is processing, it bounces right off. Literally, if your third eye is on, you'll see the nets, the literal negative nets that looks like there's something out of Stranger Things just pop right off your resonant field, okay? You'll see negative entities, energies, literally cords, just like not be able to penetrate or get through where you're at, because you, as a higher cosmic being, as a higher self, are now operational on the physical third dimensional plane with a vessel, conscious, okay? These are the things that I like to go over because I don't think anybody else is actually teaching it except for a couple people. And these are the things that I personally experience, that I personally have to learn myself, and that I personally have to like help others learn for themselves, because it's the right thing to do and because I enjoy teaching it. And I know there's people out there who are constantly trying to actually expand their energy and move forward and do the best that they can whilst living a basic 3D life, okay? So the thing is about progressing spiritually is that if you're not constantly holding a shield and pushing your vessel's limits and pushing your energy's limits outwards continually, day to day to day to day, like if your meditation doesn't consist of intensely expanding your energy and holding your sphere and constantly pushing like you're a force of God, like pushing, literally, that's what awakening is. Like literally, you're exploding, you're expanding outwards, and you're enveloping your space into higher light, higher density. It's not just, you know, sit in a full moon circle and talk about Wilbur processing for the next 10 years. It's like, it's a lot more epic than that. All right, you have to get hyped, you have to get in your own strength, you have to get into your own level of awesomeness, and you have to breathe, you have to be in your heart while like getting some, like literally, like you have to make it fun for yourself, you have to be self-amused, and you have to have imagination to do this stuff. All right, just because nobody else is doing it doesn't mean that this stuff doesn't exist. All right, doesn't mean this stuff isn't worth doing. All right, and I say this stuff because I love you guys, and I want you guys to actually grow and prosper and get to the levels where you're actually able to expand and move into higher dimensional spaces like I'm currently doing. All right, because it's absolutely awesome. All right, because when you actually learn how to expand like this, you're actually expanding yourself into an entire universe itself, as you as the focal point, as the center of the universe, because every single human being is actually a mini universe themselves, because the universe is in the shape of a torus and a person is in the shape of a torus, and as you all know, God is in the shape of a person. All right, so you know, with that said, I don't want to point any dogma anywhere, but that's what it is. I'm sorry, like that's literally what it is. You have to see your higher self is going to walk up to you in their person. All right. Okay, I just leave it at that. All right, so yeah, so when you expand, you literally like to keep it clear, to keep it simple, just focus on your house, focus on where you live at, focus on like your radius of wherever you live at, you know, just a place where you could feel you can manage the energy. All right, or you can start from your bedroom, grid your bedroom. You're actually supposed to start there. All right, where you're supposed to start from your bed. You're supposed to start from the place where you can manage, beginning from your physical body, of course. Grid your bedroom if you have to first, grid your house, and then expand. Okay, then when you get to expand, literally your energy won't stop growing. Your energy will not stop growing, guys. Like I'm serious. Like it's very, very intense, and it's basically like a force of God that you really like unlock, and then it's like, well, I wonder where I'm going to now. It's literally like, I wonder what planet I'm going to wake up on next. Like literally, it's actually like stuff that I try to explain on here with the most eloquent and succinct vocabulary possible, because there isn't much words to describe what I'm experiencing. Okay, 2 days ago I basically woke up, I flew out of body, right, walked out my front door, flew out my body, you know, the old power up Dragon Ball Z, fly into the sky, right, I'm flying over my neighborhood, I'm looking down at my neighborhood. All right, I'm looking down at the energy fields of each house on each in like the neighborhoods. Some houses are doing awesome. I see like little rainbows like covering covering like the little homestead, like like little rainbows. All right, like it's like hilarious when you see people's energy fields. Okay, so I'm flying, and then I go hyperspace into space, and I just like cruise space, and I go and visit a couple planets, go hang out with some dolphins on Sirius B, and I basically fly around to like a couple different sun cities. It's awesome, galactic centers, cities. Like, it's actually amazing when you actually expand your energy, because once you expand your energy, you are an omnidimensional being, and you look down at your feet, and your feet is like, I don't even want to say it on camera because it's too absurd, but just say that you look down at your feet, and then your feet are like an omnidimensional version of Earth, okay? Except that Earth is like a world that you understand only as a specific version of your higher self. So you can have your fifth dimensional version in your physical body, where you look down at your feet and you're looking at the fifth dimensional version of Earth. All right, then you have a 7th, 9th, 11th, 13th dimensional version, where you look down at the Earth and you're looking at either one of those dimensional versions of Earth. Okay. However, the higher you go, the higher resonance you are, where you can expand, and then it's like your energy keeps growing. However, when you control the energy field of where you live at, where your home base is, you can actually expand from here, and then you can hold that resonant field wherever you're at, no matter where you go. Okay, so that's it. Peace and love. If you guys like a session, I do sessions at quantumlight.net. I do healing, intuitive coaching, energy reading, spirit animal, light attunements. I have a shop up, hats, hoodies, t-shirts, artwork, mugs, bracelets, more jewelry. Check that out, quantumlight.org/shop. Hit me up, send me an email if you guys have any questions. Like, share, subscribe, leave any comments, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.